We are back. Alright, I had to make the decision. Do I feel like playing Blueprints? Or do I want to play more Factorio? And the answer is I don't know. So here we are. We're playing this one. Alright, so I want to vastly expand the metal production, I think, and we got new buildings to do it. We got a crusher, which requires stone bricks. How the hell do I make stone bricks? I feel like I solved this, but I don't remember. So we're going to click this one. We're going to come up here. We're going to do stone. Stone brick, this one. So I can make them using sandstone. Oh. Or, what the hell is this? Alright, or apparently there are other ways. So sandstone, calcite, or stone brick unboxing. Nope, so this is the one that we're doing. And this just requires an assembler, so that's easy. Stone brick in an assembler. Let's go do that. Stone brick in an assembler. So, is that what this one is? This, I think that's sandstone. How do I tell? Click it. How do I tell? You tell me what's on the belt. Maybe not. Hey, you're out of resources. That's good to know. And I probably want more of these miners now that I think about it. So, miners. And we do want to mine all of this, I believe. One of these, two of these, three of these. Is that enough of those? Probably for right now. This one. So while I'm doing this, I'll also be getting more plastic, which is nice. And we'll get these. Alright, so we need some assemblers. Some assembly required. Where? I don't know. I don't know any of the things. I probably don't need you so much. Oh no, there's two different types of assembler. You're a medium. I think I want smalls. Smalls. Alright, small assembler. And how many of these do I actually need? We don't know yet. We don't know. Alright. Let's go there. So this one. You're supposed to make bricks, which are over here out of sandstone. Or, oh, there's stone. Wait! Oh, produces gravel, I was gonna say. So this produces stone brick and sand, which I'm gonna have to filter in some way. Probably, at some point. Probably, at some point. Filter in some way. So the question is, how quick... Holy, you produce those pretty quick. Alright, so I get a bunch of stone brick. What do I want those for? For lots of things. Stone bricks. I wanted them for something specific, but I switched tabs. The specific thing was for this crusher. This crusher requires iron wire. Okay. I'm going to want a box of these, but I don't know if I want the box right here or if I want it elsewhere. Maybe I want it here. This'll hold sand and stone. Can I set a filter on this? Stack size. Grabbed item. Doesn't look like it. Can I set a filter on these? Yes. Okay. So maybe that's what I actually want. Alright. With this. Why do I need to separate that? It just kind of makes sense to me. So, we want the left side. Output priority. Input priority. We want the filter on the left to be... I guess I want... on the right to be filter, this one, stone. Now, if I hit F and F, sweet. Okay, you and you. And you. So now, if I wanted to, I could just add more stone and more sand to this, in theory. Let's see. Hey, it did it. Okay. Sand is helpful. This will fill up pretty quick already, though. I think. So I could do bigger boxes. Okay. We're not worried about that just yet. Wait, that's not what I meant. To clear my cursors, right-click. I have to get used to the game. Okay, this and this. 10 sand. I do use that sand to craft some things. Also, do I want more power? Probably. Also, I have a solar panel. Okay. The thing that I actually want is this one, which I need iron wire. That one, that one. And I'm gonna need more miners. Iron wire to do this. I need this. I think I want to set you back to this, just in case. And we're all out of iron. Why? They just craft very slowly. Got it. Come over here. So these one, no. This one, iron wire. Can I not make that by hand? It looks like I can't. So we're gonna need, foundry can do it? Is that a thing that's done in a foundry? Let's go find out. This one. It would be helpful if you had power. This one. Yes. Alright, so to get the wire, I feed you half of this. Could be all of it. Ooh, I have 20 of these. Wait, let's go turn in our science while that is going. Oh, science is right here. I know exactly what's going on in the video game, and I'm not lost. You. All of those. Which is going to get me iron smelting too, which sounds useful. Probably. This one also sounds useful. Okay. Okay, and this one also sounds useful. The real thing I'm going to need is a whole bunch of miners, probably. Do I need a whole bunch of miners? So we're going to need foundries. Oh, I already have a bunch. But now we're making 5 more. After I make all the other things that we're going to make. Am I going to need more of these? Probably. Okay. I kind of want to move these, but we're on nighttime right now. Feels questionable. But it also feels questionable not to move them. So, are you just your own island right now? I think so. This one. This one. This one. And then we put one of these down. Perfect. Alright. Come back down here. I have one solar panel to place. Stuck on something. But more importantly, we can do some accumulators. So accumulators. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of cool. This one. This one. That one. That is not how that works. Huh. But, I mean, they do kind of fit. Kind of. Kind of. Almost. This one. Okay, so if I do what? If I copy this, this, then we end up with a weird center area. I don't love it. Would I like it more? If what? Oh, it's because of that space in between. If I had more solar panels down, would I like it more? Maybe. So we do Control-C. This one. But it's also just blocking those rows in weird ways. What I think I'm actually going to do, pick these up. Hit tab. No, these are in the way. So, can I do this? No. Alt-D, which is a stupid hotkey, but whatever. Alt-D. There was another one. Alt-D. I could just have a deconstruction planner on here if I organized it. It's just not a thing that I care about, trying to organize the hotbar. But I should. It's just all my stuff's going to change soon anyways. I think. I don't know. Okay. So we've got that. Then it's Control C. This one. This one. So right now, these are this many. This one. I mean, I don't have enough to place more than this anyways, but the question is, how far would these reach? The answer is this far. Can't reach. Shift click. The answer is that far. So now Control C. This group. No, it almost fits. All right. I keep trying to use like shapes things. Control C. The shapes controls feel so much more convenient to me. All right. I meant to do Control X. Control X. Control X. This one. Move it over. Sure. Good enough. So we throw some accumulators in there. So now I need to get all of these checkmark things, but I'm trying to do other things. Checkpoint. Steel ingot assay. Produce 20 of those. Produce glass. Alright, let's do some steel. Let's do some glass. Probably not going to do you for a little bit. Let's do this. If I do all of those... Ooh, illumination. Improved visibility. I feel like that should be, like, built into the game. Even though it has the night mode, I think night mode should affect solar panels, but it shouldn't really affect visibility. Okay. We have enough things queued, none of which are actually going to be worked on. I need to make steel. I want you to come back. Alright, so these are producing. They're not fully backed up yet. They produce so slow that I'm actually tempted to store the excess. They produce so slow. Alright, so I would put this here. I would say output priority to the left. Cool. And then... Wait, but you have to go into a box. Otherwise, you don't actually do anything. This one. Oh, and then we have to put the box, got it, back onto the belt. That's what I want. A box. A box. So now I am going to want more of those boxes. I'm also going to want more small assemblers, probably. But I want to get an assembler that makes assemblers. Still, I'm going to want these. We're not currently crafting. Let's start crafting. Make a bunch of these boxes. And some of these undergrounds. More splitters. Probably going to need more splitters. Going to need more of everything. This one. Have I built these? I don't think I have, and I don't know how they work yet, so those are actually a priority. Or they should be. The main thing is, I want these to keep producing. I don't know if this will actually work. Huh. Output priority, but it should still go to the other one as well. It just prioritizes it. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh, how are these doing? You're empty. You're starting to fill up. This one. Getting more full. Water should be empty. Or emptying. Cool. These ones are not hooked up. Middle mouse. Middle mouse. Not hooked up. Okay? Middle mouse. That one. That one. Cool. Nighttime, super dark. This one. Holy 489 stone and tons of sand. Okay, I don't need all this graphite, but we're doing things. I would like to get rid of these broken sensor nodes, partly just to get them out of here. But I don't know if I have the ability yet. Okay. The other thing that I would like to do... Ooh, I do need to make glass. We can do that using silica. All right, where do I make it? In a foundry. That was one of the things that I need to do, but so is steel. Steel ingots. To make steel ingots, we make these in a foundry using carbon dioxide, gravel, and... No, it makes gravel. Iron ingots and oxygen. There we go. First, I need to start making more iron ingots, is the idea. So, I want more of these. More miners. These ones. Which means that I want more plastic. Okay. Plastic. Always plastic, but we should have like a massive amount now. This one. 146 plastic. Let's go. These ones. So now, what am I short? Short iron rods. This one. And we're going to want a bunch of these. I'm going to want to start setting up assemblers to start producing these things. First. Yes, we're in ghost print mode. Okay, so. These ones. That's what I want. I'm going to have to worry about the, what's it called? The power line. Okay, the power line. Right, I'm going to have to produce the power line. Did they get bigger? Power line almost looks like it got bigger. No, why can't I just shift click and place them? Now I can. Because I had a power line, I couldn't do it before, I think. Okay. And this one? Or should it just go right here? Probably right here. So the next thing that I want is a whole bunch of power lines. We're gonna get all the things producing. Do I have any of this on me? Things that I would like for this to go under. Probably the same for this. This one. Cool. Rotate. But I do want to use this oxygen. Or smelting, we just said. Still, we're producing an excess. If we're producing an excess, and this takes a while to burn through that, then we're good. For now. Alright. Oh, do I need to hit my key? No. Alt was still active. Sweet. Sweet. This one. I'm not that overwhelmed. I'm only slightly overwhelmed. Alright, this one. Trying to get a bunch of miners. Trying to get a bunch of power poles. Get the miners. These ones. So, if I do them right here. And then, if I come click them again, now they magically work. Magic. This one. So we're supposed to start here, run up. Power poles. If I do... No, it's not shift click. Control C. That. Why are you like this? Why? No. Discard changes. What the hell? What did I do? I swear I just hit Control C, but I must have hit something else. This one. This one. Alright, so now, if I do Control C, this group. It's not going to have all of the miners that I want, but we're working on it. So that one. Shift click. For whatever reason, we have to shift click. Shift click. Shift click. Shift click. Alright. And then another one. Shift click. So that does try to place some power poles that I don't want. Hey, we've built all of our power poles, which means I probably want even more. More of these, more of these, more of these. Cool. We'll go get more plastic soonish. These ones are gonna need power, but they're not hooked up. Why? Because the power lines can't actually reach across. Power lines can't reach across, but it looks like it can. It can. I sometimes don't like the video game. I think it's because I clicked shift-click or whatever. So we need more of the miners. To get more of those, these, we need more iron rods, which I'm producing. This one. That click. That click. Plastic. Oh, and I could probably reverse you. No, 9.6k. We can let that keep burning through it. Alright, more of these. More of these. More of these. More of these. Iron rods. We're gonna get more iron rods. That's the whole idea behind this, kind of. See how it actually does. Ooh, I have so much junk to build. So much junk. And I'm not gonna have anywhere near enough belts. Okay. I'm not gonna have anywhere near enough of, like, any of this. Trying to mass produce a little bit too early, but we're, like, almost to the point where I can. So the idea, once I get all of this, we're gonna get some belts. Does it make it makes 15 of them at least, so that's good. The idea is... come over here. To come up this way. So, can I delete these? We would hit Alt-D. Are any of you things that can be deleted? No. Okay. Okay. Stone furnaces. These ones. Small stone furnaces. Alright, alright, alright. So, input... that is the opposite of what I want. Those ones. Shift, click, drag does not do it. Control C, click, drag does it. And then to flip it, it is H. Huh. Alright. So now we need to figure out the power poles, but I don't know. Control C. I don't know if I want to do that before I place a bunch of these, but am I actually going to be able to produce this many? Who knows? Alright, so power poles. We want to see what it takes to power these all on. This would do it. Sweet. So that should do it. So, this would technically work. That would work. It's beautiful. Now, more of these. Oh no, it takes so much. We're gonna need more belt. More belt. Trying to decide where I want these to go. I guess they just go up. Up it is. So little belt. So to get more belt, I need tons of plates. How many plates do I have? We have 141 plates. Tons of rods. We should have a good number of rods. A bunch of plastic. I do have 118 plastic. Sweet. This one. This one is empty. These two. There's no way that those are already empty. So there was like nothing for those two to mine. Good to know. So why aren't these loading? Oh, because I haven't set a recipe. Iron ingot 2. Oh no, crushed iron ore. Oh no. Oh no, is this way more efficient? 8 iron, 2 gravel. It probably is. Ingredients graphite, but I have graphite. Oh no, how much more efficient? 18 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 iron. So, I need to look at that crusher thing. I did build the crusher, right? I'm guessing it is significantly better. If I wasn't standing in the way. So you... 6 makes 5 and 1 stone. 6 makes 5. It might only be better, like, after you've done a bunch of stuff, though. 5 seconds. 6 iron ore makes 5 crushed iron ore. 11 makes 8. Oh, 5 makes 2. That's a weird conversion, and there's extra byproducts. Is it worth doing? Probably. Am I going to have to do other stuff? I mean, it's probably worth doing. Is it actually worth doing? I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. So, if I set your recipe... I mean, I already have my drones a bit. I guess the idea is to do this. The thing that sucks is there's a bunch of ore on there. So I should clean up this ore by hand, is what I'm realizing. And then they can move all the empty ones. Alright, give me that crusher. If I'm gonna do it, then let's try and do it somewhat right, maybe. Hey, we have a bunch of belt. That's helpful. So now, the idea is to get these crusher things. Where did they go? Crushers. Crusher 1. All of these recipes are gonna change over time, too. Like their ratios, their speeds, like all of it. Okay. Let's not think about that. Let's think about how great this is about to be. Okay. How excellent. So, we're going to do crushed iron ore, which takes iron ore, gives me stone, gives me crushed iron ore. This one, crushed iron ore. So, what are the rates for all of these? 1.2 gives 1 gives 0.2, so 1 to 5 for the outputs. Stop. This one. That one. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. So these belts can move 15 items per minute. This can eat in 1.2. Is that counting both sides? Probably. So in theory, you can have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 13, 12. 12 times 12 is 144. So that would be 14.4. 12 of them sounds good. Especially they're going to get upgraded. All right. 3, 4, 5. And it's not like I really need to saturate this. Okay, so the output, it outputs the same amount as it inputs. Alright. So what I want is Control-C, these ones. That one, that one, that one. Should have copied it with more of the belts, probably. And then we're going to want to figure out the power situation. And I'm going to want to do these arms anyways. Let the power figure out the arms. Ooh, the arms don't exist. So I'm going to have to build the arms. Control-C, not shift, click, and drag. Rotate, rotate. I kind of regret playing shapes now. Just because I want to play Factorio, but with shapes user interface. And shapes like character control. Meaning it didn't have a character. I don't think this game, having a character, adds anything to it. But what the hell do I know? But for what I would like, what I want to play, my ideal video game. Alright, so I want Control-C, these two. can't see the power coverage because I'm controlling more, or because I'm selecting more than just power poles, I think. Huh. Okay. And then we're going to need inserters. So this makes 4 inserters, so when I make 5 of them, that's actually making 20, which is useful. Did I make more miners? Doesn't look like it. So now the idea is Control-C. Copy. The hardest part of the video game feels like it is by far the user interface battling with it. Alright, we're going to want more of everything. Look at all the miners that I built that I'm not even going to be using for forever. So really, these aren't even a priority. I should be getting the smallest amount of this stuff producing, and that would be a real priority. I think that makes sense to me. This one. Oh, right, I have to get the stuff off. Alright, so to get the stuff off, we need one of these. Do I want it to go to the right or to the left? We have sand over here, so let's go to the right. So we want to say output priority left with the filter, or why is it not in here? Here it is. For that, does that work the way that I want it to? Maybe. Alright, and we need to get power over here, but I'm going to have to build more power lines. To build more of these, we're going to need even more iron. We're going to make iron. It's going to be great. 186 of those. More plastic. You're starting to empty out. I'm stuck. Stuck. That one, 156 plastic. It's beautiful. Checkpoint. Steel ingot. Assay. All right. We need more power. Power. These ones. So, these were supposed to be in line with the next set, which does not exist, but if it did, these feel very redundant. Huh. Very redundant. So that already covers everything. The question is, why do I need this group? I think the answer is that I don't. As long as these all connect, which it looks like they do. I do need more inserters. That's going to make a bunch of them. Am I going to need more belts? Certainly, yes. Okay. This one has to get stored. That's not sand, that's stone. Stone can also be made into brick. That would actually be better than using this, because I'm using this for other things, and I'm not currently using the stone for other things. This one. Stone. That was actually what I was going to look for. So, yeah, but you're looking up stone brick. What is this called? This is called stone. Okay, when I search for stone, it's not where I think it is. That one, that's the one. So you are used in gravel. Stone can be turned into gravel. You can be turned into bricks or stone boxing. So it seems like bricks are actually the best use for it. Kind of sounds better than this, although this one also gets me sand, which is kind of nice. And this will fill up eventually, and we'll just have a ton of bricks, which, why do we want them? I don't know yet. I would like... Where do I want this? I don't know. Right now... So recipes, you're supposed to make this one. Oh, you're going to give gravel. Gravel and stone bricks, though. And we need this. Do I have to store the excess? Probably. That one. This one. So I am crafting these just very slowly. Stone bricks and gravel. For right now, we're just going to put these into here, but again, I do think it's going to back up very quickly. Oh, and I can't set filters, so that's not what I want to do. I think we're just going to come out here. That's questionable. I think we're just going to come out up here. Then I guess I'm going to go onto a single line and then into this. And this is going to say filter stone bricks to the right or to the left. Let's do to the right. This one. Why would I do it like that? Why wouldn't I just do it? Control C. Like this. Perfect. Okay, accumulators, power. Things that we want. Ooh, that hits pretty well for power. So now, why do I have this power pole? Because it was covering them pretty well, I think. This one. Copy and paste was a mess. This one. That one. Alright, I think we're good. Everything is a mess. This one. I do need to figure out how I copy and paste the recipes. Oh no, you need graphite as an input. Is it worth it? Yeah, I guess so. Graphite as an input. Graphite as an input. So we have that. And I'm not using it for anything currently. Definitely not in these kind of quantities. So it is nice just to get rid of this. One of the main reasons that I actually want to use the crusher right now is just to eat up some of this graphite. That graphite, oh. That graphite actually wants to go down. Not what I was looking for. Okay, hit X. Right click, hit X. This one. Now, we want it to be half and half. It doesn't really matter which side, but. These require significantly more. Oh, this isn't where it goes. Never mind. That's the crushers. We want to come up here. This is where I want. Okay, so I wanted to see. You require significantly more of the other one. A ratio of 15 to 1. Okay. So really, I wonder if I should have like... God, 15 to 1. Like 2 belts of this crush stuff. And then, so it ends up being one full belt plus a half belt. And then half a belt of this. Would almost make sense to me. Probably would make sense. Alright. So what I actually want to do is move this over. That much. So now we can do this and that. Give me all of this junk. Hey, we have a recipe. So to copy this recipe, isn't it like shift click, control, control? No. Alright. Settings. Controls. Recipe. It is alt, left, click. No. Toggle recipe. No, I want to know how to copy. Copy. Copy entity settings is Shift right click. Paste. Shift left click. Shift right click. Shift left click. Okay, cool. And you can do that from any distance. So I'm only going to be able to move so much of this aluminum stuff. Also, we're backed up on stone right now. But stone is coming at a much lower ratio. It's just that we didn't have the belts placed. Now we're gonna have them placed. Make a whole bunch of belts. But really, I'd like to make single belt, single belt, single belt, and then make a bunch of belts. And then we need more iron plates, which I'm not currently producing, so I should go do that. I am working on new things. Kind of. So I'm working towards getting the new things set up. Should have just done smaller quantities. I'm going to be happy once it's all up and running. You. I'm going to be happy someday. In the far off future, look, they're doing things. So the priority should be to this one, but if it's starting to fill, I should empty out the others. So we want to copy this. And then I need to do Control-C, click this one. Priority, right. That one. Store stone. We're gonna need bigger boxes. Alright. The other thing would be you only eat through 0.25. It's not that much. What would the other things be? Ooh, we have a whole bunch of iron getting produced and right. So, if all of these were producing at full speed, how much would we be making? 0.11. How much do they eat? 0.15. How much would you produce if I had all of these? Oh, you make a lot. Oh no. 1 per second. So, total, we would make 12 per second. 12 per second. Which I don't think you can actually support on half of a belt at all. But am I doing half of a belt? No, of these ones I'm not doing half of a belt. Of these ones, I am doing half of a belt. These don't eat like anything. Oh, they eat 0.15. So I could support so many of these, I think. Okay. Also, we have 141 belts suddenly. Okay, well. I don't know what to think about this, except that I would like to get some metal producing, and this is the way to do it, for now. So I do need to filter those off, the same way that I was filtering off before, I think, which is what I'm doing here. Is that what I want? Control-C. I guess so. Why are you like this? No. Discard changes. Why? I must have hit something. Control-C. Click. That. I hit something. Alright. Shift click. No, I hate it. Control shift click. Control shift click. Thank you. So this one, I don't even know if I need. What we need is to set this one to be iron ingots on the left. So the right is going to be everything else, which I think just means gravel. And then the idea is to turn some of this into steel probably, but maybe not right here. But more importantly, to turn some of it into, where are my foundries? Foundry things. Why do you show inputs like that? I don't know. Alright, let's look at the foundry. So, the foundry can take in iron ingots, iron plates, iron rods. You can take in steel ingots, silica. So to make steel, we need oxygen and iron. Could start doing that to get my checkpoint thing. First, let's just get these first ones going. So how many do you want? You would like to... We don't know, because I haven't set the recipe. You would like to eat 1.33 per second. Feels high. And I want to store some of this directly, and some of it I want to make into more things. Also, this has to get boxed. And I don't know what I'm doing with that yet, with gravel. Trashing it. For now. You are not hooked up. Could be playing blueprints. Blueprints. Alright. This one. So now, with these plates, I want half of the plates to go into new ones of these, probably. Is that what I want? And then half of them to not. Is that what I want? Because the plates can turn into iron sheets, and I'm going to need iron sheets. How many do I need of everything? I don't know. It's made in the foundry. It can also be made with Android 1 or Android 2. Am I an Android? I think I am an Android. What was this? That is Silica 1. Sand and saline water produces wastewater and silica. Silica is going to be used in a bunch of junk, probably. Okay. Okay. I would like to do Control X. What? Control X. Can I not delete that doing that? No, it's Alt D. Alt D. That one. That one. And we do want to store some of these. I want to zoom in. Control C. I don't need the power pole. Oh well, we just delete it afterwards. You make 4 of those. It feels like overkill. So when I try flipping it... Oh, it's not flip, it's H. H for horizontal. V might flip vertically, I'm not sure. So I do want the more advanced versions as well. Also, I did not want these power poles. Power pole. Power pole. Power pole. Power pole. Alright, for these power poles, are you in line? Oh, but that's where the inserter was, but why is the inserter there? Don't know, because that's where I chose to put it, which seems questionable. A lot of this seems questionable. Why is this one here? Questionable. Why is that not connecting to this? Questionable. Now it does connect. Alright, this one goes here. I don't like the automatic wire connections in this video game. Hey, now it's connecting. So this could come out here. Is that useful? I don't know. That one. That is one too high. Or this one is one too low. Why does it flip at random? Why? Why is this one flipped from... Okay, and then it flips once I place it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I would like inserters. So, to make inserters, we need steel plates. You know what we have? For the first time ever, you're being useful. Thank you. Alright, this. More of these. I already have a bunch of those, but I am going to want more. Some undergrounds. Do I already have undergrounds? Probably, but I don't see them, so maybe not. Undergrounds. Oh, I might have canceled them if they were taking forever to build, which they, I'm guessing, were. I'm going to want more of these machines. These machines. Okay. I'm going to want more furnaces eventually, but none of these are going to be set up right. Everything's going to back up and fill up. How are these doing? The sand is not bad. The brick, oh, the brick stack's super high, so that's good to know. I wonder if I could inputs quicker. No. Just takes time to process, so if anything, I would need a second assembler, which I could do. Or we could just store the stone. They do start you with construction robots, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this side I did not mean to be making plates. This side I wanted to make... That's not how I do it. I click this, click this, click this. That one. Shift, right click. Shift, left click. Those ones. Pick all of this up. So now we've got a bunch of rods. I want to turn some of the rods and some of the plates into other things. I would like these inserters to make sense to me. So for them to make sense, up here is fine. Up here is fine. Up here is fine. Up there is fine. It's almost fine. This one. Good enough. This side, I put them on the other side of the belt. Interesting. And the inserters are weird. Middle click. Did not work. Because I missed. Middle click. Middle click. No, not middle click. Okay. Okay. Just... make the game UI feel intuitive. Alright. Do the things. So, more of these foundries. More of the other things. He's flashing... I'm not going to close the game. I'm not going to close the game. I get distracted by all the, like, random... So there's flashing lights on the mini-map. I don't even know why the hell there is a mini-map. There's also a map. There's also the regular view, which looks identical to the map. Every little thing in this game feels unnecessary. The wires to me don't feel like they actually add to it. And they're very distracting. Everything feels very distracting. Alright. What are we doing? I was gonna come back in, click this, click these, make some new foundries. I just wanted to be able to copy and paste these ones, which meant that I wanted to have the inserters placed first. So now, we don't do shift, click, and drag, we do control C, click and drag. Cool. Do I want to split off half of this? Probably. Or do I just want to do this over here somewhere? I don't know yet. I think I like the idea of splitting off half of it. It takes up more space. So that's what I'm going to do. Click this one, and you can make this one. No power. These ones. This one. Alright, so that should do 50-50. And you eat up 0.75 of those. These produce a lot. Well, they produce 5 total if I'm fully supplying them, which I might be or I might not. And this one. Why? Why is it like this? Okay. Okay. These ones. Power. I need to make more power poles. I can do that. I would like you to line up. Okay. Like, I'm not even somebody who cares about having things lined up neatly, but the power cables get so annoying that you do want them to all face the same way, and this one still doesn't face the same way. Alright, these spools. Can't even think about what it is that I'm trying to do right now. So the thing that I'm trying to do right now, there was a thing that I wanted to do. I want to make more inserters for one. I don't know what I wanted to try and do. I would like to get gear wheels producing, would be awesome. I'd like to get these things storing, would be awesome. Producing and storing the excess. I would like to have a blueprint to easily store the excess. Could do that. And then I could put in lots of places. To do that, I do need to start making these splitters. I need to start making all of the parts. Splitters are probably kind of expensive. 2 undergrounds. Oh, that's where my undergrounds probably keep going. How much does it cost to make one of these? A motor, iron rods, iron sheets, iron gears. Okay, so it costs quite a bit, but it makes a lot of them, so it's not a bad deal. It makes 15 of them. Or 4.6, 5.5, and 1 plastic. That's not a bad deal at all. Mainly, I just need to get assemblers actually making them. To get the assemblers making them, what I wanted was this. So you're going to come here. We're going to do output priority left. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to do this. Then if I want, I can say to get some of these out of here, but for right now, I'm happy with that. Then Control C, all of this, horizontal. That goes like this. Flip the power lines. These ones are supposed to be making this one. Shift right click, shift left click. Power poles will get made after everything else. To make power poles, we need plastic, we need iron rods, we need iron wire. We're getting iron rods, we're getting iron wire. We will need to bring plastic over here because it's used to make a lot of things. But we are getting things. They're happening. These are not yet being stored, but I could start storing them. If I did, Control C, this one. So that, I want to horizontal, put this right here. I'm going to give it a space. Control Shift click. Horizontal. Control Shift click. Alright, we're storing some of all of the things with a priority towards the belts. It's just the belts aren't actually doing anything yet. You don't have power. Is that because we're missing these? Probably. So cancel. Cancel. I shouldn't actually need those. Click. You are missing power. Everybody is missing power. Okay. Nobody's missing power. It's beautiful. We're storing all of the things in small quantities. Perfect. So now I'm going to want to get rid of some of this junk. probably. So you get rid of some of this, but that does mean it's this one. That does mean that this box will fill up even sooner. Could Control C. This one, that one, that one, that one. Is this a good solution? No. Is it my current solution? Yes, absolutely. Somehow, all of these have power. How do you have power? You have power barely from that one. That's cool. So these, you're not placed yet because I don't actually have those. I can build tons of you. We need to get these producing: stone bricks, iron plate, iron wire. All of this is gonna be such a pain to get producing. But we at least have the components to make the iron gear wheels. What would it take? Really, I should start making the steel too. To make the steel ingots. I just want to open how you're made. How you're made. This one. Iron ingots and oxygen. Iron ingots and oxygen. Iron ingots and oxygen. Okay. And right now we're eating through all of the iron. Are we eating through all of this? Yes, but it's because we're not actually producing that much. For multiple reasons. I need more belts. I need more everything. These ones. More belts, more plastic, more everything. Everything, everything. This one. I did make more of the smelters. I want more of the crushers. What do they take? Ooh, we can build them. It's gonna take a while. We want motors. We want everything, everything, everything. This one. So I would like to give these, some of these. So you can have that, you can have that. Isn't there an easy way for me to give them? I don't think so. Oh, I could do it? No. I don't know. I think I screwed that up when I changed my controls. It's fine. So, I don't have a bunch of the aluminum. I can give them a bunch of the graphite, though. We'll keep one stack. The iron ore. Good to get rid of. Okay. I am trying to make the crushers. We just have a while before we're actually going to get to do it. You can have that. You can have that. This one. That's a lot of those. This one. It's a good number of those. That one. That one. Okay, so now I have a bunch of the stuff that's needed to craft the stuff. The stuff. How many assemblers do we have? A bunch. If I want to start making engines... Ooh, we don't even need gear wheels. We need iron plates, iron rods, iron wire. And plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. I would like even more of this once you start making all the other stuff. More of this. More of these. More of these. Okay, my plastic is somewhere down here, I think. My little robots. Plastic. It's right there. Beautiful. How much do we have in here? 155. That's not that much. 9.9k. Is anything getting filled? Probably. Oh no. Carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide. So the closer they are to balanced, the more time they will take to fill up. The further they are from balanced, the quicker they'll fill up. Monoxide. So we go to this one. Ingredients. Compressed carbon dioxide. Makes compressed carbon monoxide. This one. I want to see what it's used in. Carbon monoxide. This one is used in... No. It's used in graphite. That's the only one that we have so far. So I could make more graphite. Produces more water, which is fine, but it also eats hydrogen, which is something that I value. This one. Carbon monoxide. Oh, can produce carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Oh, that's what I want. So that is a recipe that I need. Hit T. To get that recipe, what do I need? Also, could I be doing these? No, I think they're gated. That's why they're like orange. Okay. I wanted to move plastic. Was why I was coming over here. But I do think I'm also going to need one of these. Okay. Monoxide. Dioxide. And you. So I wanted to have one of these. Pulling off. Is that where I... Nope. It's not even close to where I wanted it. This is where I wanted it. And I did not do Control V. Hey! No, that's not the thing that I wanted. I wanted my splitter setup. Do I want it all the way back here, or do I want it somewhere else? I'm not sure. Looks like I need to go way up north. Missed a bunch of rocks. All right, so we're gonna get plastic over to here. We're gonna use that plastic to start making things for me. We could start making power poles with iron rods and iron wire. We could start making these belts. Where do I want to make these things? Alt D. I probably do not want to run these wind turbines wherever I'm building. Although they are spread out a good amount. Maybe I do. And they're not that bad. Alright, Alt D. Still don't even know what I'm destroying these for. Aside from, this stuff annoys me and it's easier to do before I build, although you can make deconstruction planners that only go for nature. Feels like it's a lot easier to just put in the deconstruct orders now. Okay. Engines. Was that my goal? That was one of my many goals. Alright, iron gear wheels. Was that a goal? Or motors? Was motors a goal? We eat through lots of motors. We eat through lots and lots of motors. Motors are made with plastic, iron plates, iron rods, iron wire. I have all of these ingredients. They can be made in a small assembler in 10 seconds. Might actually take longer than that. And it's 8 seconds crafting time. That was total time. But that's with a 1.0 multiplier, which we don't have, which is fine. Assemblers. So you're going to need 4 inputs, I think. All right, you are a thing that I want. 1 input, 2 input. Do we have long-handed inserters? I don't believe so. Not yet. Okay. Which way do I want things to run? Right? left. To the left? I think so. I want this to go like this. I want underground. That one. That one. This one. This one. This one. That one. That one. Alright, so you're set up to make motors. Your inputs are iron rods, iron wire, iron plate, plastic. And the ratios for all of those are pretty similar except for the wire. Wire would like to be on its own thing, but I don't think it matters. No, it really doesn't matter, and we're not running that many belts. Wait, okay. I would also like to throw a light in here. But we don't have power yet, so it doesn't matter yet. Still. I would like to have lights. Yeah, but I'd like to have power more. Those small ones work pretty well with power poles. That's cool. We want wire and rod. Wire and rod. Okay, so that's going to feed into one of these. Cool. And then the other one is going to be plastic plus these ones. Plastic plus the iron plates. Probably should not have put those power lines exactly where I did. Power lines. Okay. I would like underground belts, which I don't have yet. Let's make some of those. Which requires pipes. 2 underground pipes and some underground belts. Interesting. Now, do we have underground belts? Tons of them. Good stuff. That one. That one. Beautiful. Alright. You should be producing 0.6 motors per second once I clear off these belts. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then the idea is that I could produce more of those. Oh, you're still missing. What do you mean you're still missing? Oh, because this one was screwed up. Hey, we're producing. So now, if I copy this... Oh, but that's going to be weird with that underground. No, it's not. We just keep placing more undergrounds, right? So more of Control-C. Oh, they have to alternate. Control-Shift-Click. That's what I want. That makes sense to me, I think. And then, splitter. And then we just keep having to split off. So really, Control-C, that one. That should go right there. As long as that won't insert it onto here, which why would it? That won't. think that works. More engines. Both of you don't need to be power poles, so one of you could be a light. My light. It's beautiful. That should actually work, I think. Now, what am I doing with these? We're going to store the excess, but do I want to produce more than 1.2 of these per second? 1.2 per second's kind of a number. I don't know. Control C. So if I copy this, click it, it does weird things. Weird things. Alright, I don't think that is right, but we're close to being right. So I need this underground. That one. No. The underground has to move forward. Oh, that's weird. The underground, which is not on my hotbar, needs to move to right here, here. That makes sense. Here. Here, here. Then there would be this one and this one. Then copy this, that one. I think that is what I would want. So more of these, which require what? Undergrounds, plastic, this. Look at that, lights are on. It's beautiful, we're lit up. Do I need that many lights? Probably not. Do I need that many power poles? Probably not. So what I actually think I want is this power pole. Cool. Then, my storage is this thing. Control C. That thing. So I could expand it further, but for right now, we're at least producing some engines. Which, if I click this, some motors. And it should prioritize the left. It does. Let's make sure. I need one more to come out. Item ingredient shortage. Crap. Part of that shortage seems to be plastic. Significant part. Also, these, are they leading through? Yes. So we're good on these ones. We're not so good on some of these other parts. But we're making motors. Making motors, what else am I missing? Probably missing some of these, some of these, some of these. Actually, I don't know if yeah, I am missing the crushers. So the crushers, what do they take to build? Small miners. I do need to build more small miners, I think, too. The big thing is we could use more belts connecting all of these. But I don't think raw ore is my problem right now. Or it could be, but it could be that it's only on half the belt. Alright, so this should at least get some stuff going. We're starting to craft things. And I can easily set up crafting more things. The problem is a lot of these parts will back up. They will. So to make bigger boxes, what would I need? We only know how to make small chests so far. Oh, I did. Oxygen and iron. So far, we don't have that much iron, but it doesn't take that much either. Wonder what I want this steel for. Iron ingots. Okay, I have a bunch of iron ingots. I need to make these in foundry, I think. Let's go do that. What are you doing? Right, you're getting rid of the water so that the water doesn't build up too much. This one was getting rid of carbon monoxide. I think you got rid of too much of it, and that's probably slowing down my plastic production. These ones are starting to fill up, so I will need to get rid of some of that. Other things are maybe starting to fill up. Okay, I was coming over here. Oh yeah, so that I can get the oxygen to make the stuff. All of the stuff. We want this one. That one. Do you need to be rotated? Maybe. This one. Steel ingots. That's it. And you can have these. And these. And then you can output into a chest, which I don't have. So I would like to make some chests. Maybe I can make better chests with steel ingots soon. Ooh, how slow are you? This creates 0.16 per second. Wait, it's also outputting... Oh no, what are you outputting? Carbon dioxide. Okay. I did need carbon dioxide at one point. I don't think I need it right now. Or at least I don't need it right here. This is a limited production run. Okay, click this. As soon as that one finishes producing, I can give you this. Why is that saved? Because I middle-clicked it? Probably because I middle-clicked it. We're 50% done. Making progress. Right. What about this tank? That tank is starting to fill up more. More of these. That one. That one. Quadruple our storage. To actually quadruple the storage, I need to build more of the tanks. More tanks. Do I need more chimneys? I will, but no, not yet. Flotation cell. I almost certainly need this. Needs crusher and hydro plant. More air filters. More everythings. 90%. I think that means we're just waiting on like one more. Hey, glass. Okay. But before glass, did we just unlock something new? I don't know. Let's worry about glass. So to make glass, if I was glass, I would be right here. Glass, fused quartz, is made in a foundry out of silica. Super simple, super simple, super simple. This one. Do I still have foundries? Of course I do. There's no weird byproducts, I don't think. That one. This one. This one. Oh, it's this one. That's sodium hydroxide. Okay. If I was the stuff that I actually need, this. Silica. Where the hell would silica come from? Silica is made from sand and saline water. How do I have silica? Because I do have some. I didn't craft it, did I? This one. Silica. That is not a thing that I have access to. Alright, silica boxing. Glass. Where did I get this from? Flotation cell makes it. I don't even have a flotation cell. I must have got it from like breaking things down. Flotation cell Ingredients. Sand and saline water. Saline water is not the same as seawater? Okay. I would like to just produce some. Limited time run. Similar to the steel. This one. This one. That one. Alright. We need to make 20 in total. I did make the floating whatever thing. Could go drop off the crushers as well. So are you done? No. But you're close to done. Done? Done for now. Could leave it set up. So next, glass specimen. I think I needed 20 of these. Hey, we've got one. 2% done. Ooh. 2% sounds like I actually need 50 of these. 0.1 for 0.3. Okay, so we'll... or no, for 0.03. So it'll turn 58 into 1/3 of that. Alright, then I am going to need to make the floating thing. Which I assume goes on the water, but that's probably a bad assumption. So the thing that I'm trying to make... We're going to want more crushers. Thing I'm trying to make... Flotation cell. So I've already got this. This one. Does not go on the water. Alright. You. You make this. Right. Sand and saline water. What is this water? That's wastewater. What is this water? Seawater. What is this water? Saline water. Huh. I would like way more of these. I would like more of these. More of these, more of these. So now, with this one... Control X. I'm gonna go to there. Sand. Do I have sand? We have a sand. Feels like not enough sand. You would like more sand. Do I want to run sand over here? Maybe. For right now, I do not. I just want to fill up my inventory with a bunch. I would also like to set undergrounds, but to do that... Wait for that one to finish. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Cool. Then I can set more of these to craft. Did we? Oh no, I didn't have enough belts to actually... So you're trying to make sand. Just make the undergrounds. This one. One underground. Then you can make more. Then we can do this. One underground. I wanted that so that I can come in here. Do that. Do that. So that I can run through. It's beautiful. To make more undergrounds, what am I missing? It's mostly just time. Sand and pipe. I say it's mostly just time, but it's also lots of sand. 570 iron. This one. This one. This one. That one. And that one. So I did build more of these. What was I over here for? For sand. Beautiful. 413 sand. Is somebody else making it as well? No. Well, I need more of it. Maybe eventually. Right now, we're good. But if I need a bunch of silica, if I need a bunch of glass, then I will need more sand. I can probably use crushed stuff to make it. I would guess. Still don't know what you're used for. Probably want to figure that out. You can have some sand. No, it's just outside. That one. So we hit Control X. Oh, I could just do X, I think. That one. Click this. All the sand, all the sand, all the sand. I'll keep one stack of sand. Most of the sand. You're producing stuff, part of which is wastewater. Wastewater, I don't know how to process yet. We do have one of these. Do I want another of these? Or do I just want to hook up to that one? Another. I don't need this one. That one. And I would like this. What? Okay, that thing's in a weird place. So we want to middle click this. That looks reasonable. Okay, wastewater's being processed. This creates 10 per second. Output is full. Output is full. We want to do Control C, this. That is not what I wanted. How did rotate end up? Because it rotated the items instead of flipping them. Control V, it. Horizontal, no. Because it's putting things in and I want to take them out. Okay, just middle mouse. That one. Just middle mouse. That one. That's what we wanted. Sand. So if I click you and then do this, why wasn't it filling up with sand that whole time? Don't know. So now this silica is currently going where? Into a random place over here somewhere. This one. So we don't actually need this one. Control X. That one could be over here instead. Why are they not able to place it? Because they don't have enough power? They destroyed one, so they should have one. Okay. I'm confused where that went. This one. Make a bunch of these. Hey, we did the thing. So from there... This one. Middle mouse. That one! So all I have to do is load in sand, which is kind of a pain, but not that bad. Sand came from which process? Here, I'm going to give you this sand. That sand. Also, I'm going to give you this one. This produces, how slowly? 0.03 per second, super slow. But we're 30% done, it's happening. Next up, the next one after that, still have to do caustic solutions. I still have to figure out this one, which I don't really want to do. I want to look at my power use. Power use, we are starting to drain the accumulators. Accumulators are in green. We're barely draining them. But we are draining them. Orange is solar panels. Should probably get more turbines down. Also, especially if you're empty, I wouldn't mind moving these. Should make more of these. Alright. Solar panels are a long ways off. Where is my wind down here? I don't have wind extending down here. Could just extend wind out to the right or to the left. Alright, hit B. This one. Shift click. That's because of the water. So I want to cancel this. Cancel this. Cool. You only show the base. So I do need to actually place one of these. And place it here. They'll end up connecting up. Probably. I need to build more of these. We're missing iron rods, which I definitely have. So those are right here. Do I want to fill up my inventory? 610 of them. And I already forgot what I wanted them for, but I did want them for something. We can make more of you, more of you, more of you, more of you. Oh, I wanted them for these wind turbines, which I could start producing if I make these things. To make these things, we need motors, pipes. I'm not currently making pipes. Iron gear wheels. I do want to make iron gear wheels. Those are metallurgy? Yes. So these are made in a small assembler. They use iron plates and iron rods. So right now we have lots of iron rods. We have lots of iron plates. The two of them are not mixed onto a single belt yet. They could be. So we do have these belts, but it would be nice to also create the belt that is just these two, probably. Do I want all the different combinations of belts? Or do I want to do something else? I'm unsure. Nice. 71 of those should help me craft, like, look, right now, I'm making these motors. I'm making these motors. I'm making these motors, these motors, these motors. Motors. So is it canceling the things that require them? Yeah, it is. But I have those motors, so I don't need to be crafting them like that. So we can make a bunch of these. I still do have to make the other parts. That's fine. I can do the other parts. So I was thinking about making the gear wheels. And to do that, I was thinking about making these split off. These split off. And then the gear wheels. The gear wheels. These ones. And it's just crafters. So it takes 3 of those and it makes 2 gear wheels. Do I want to do what? I want to do Control C. I need more of these. More of those. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Your recipe. That's not what I want you to be making. That is. So, shift, right click. Inserters. Alright, cancel all of these. inserters, which we need gear wheels for, which I'm starting to make. The whole idea. And then power. This powers on everything? That's amazing. Except it's not actually hooked up. But it basically powers up everything. And then Control C, this setup. Control Shift click. And then more power. So now that that's backed up, yes, it starts storing. I get gear wheels. I can use the gear wheels to build the inserters. How do we make inserters? Inserters are made from motors, iron rods, and gear wheels. We have all of the pieces. Iron rods. Could just pull off iron rods. Or we could just keep this whole belt. All right. The gear wheels. What do I want to be doing with those? Do I have underground belts? A few of them. How far can they go? They can go 7, which feels way longer than the base game, I think. I think it does. Alright, so I want you to come up and go over. Nice, it goes under. This video is 1 hour and 41 minutes long. That's okay. I'm good with that. Alright, so I just want to split off. I don't even need to split off the rods. But I kind of do because it's too many inputs otherwise. Or I just mix the gear wheels with the motors. Or we just say, it doesn't matter. Huh. Alt D. These ones. These ones. Cool. So I'm trying to make inserters and belts. Ooh. So if I have iron sheets, iron rods, I do have that currently. And then motors and gear wheels, then that makes perfect sense to me. So this one's the more important of the two. Gear wheels and motors. And I need to set... So I'm going to take miners... Which ones do I take off of here? Probably take off the wind turbines because I use those using what's it called? Using blueprints. I place those using blueprints. So now, if I do that, onto here... Is that good? I think I want this to go forward one more. I don't know if I needed to come out like this, but now we are. Alright, so that has those. This has the other ones that I think I needed. And then... I have the inputs on different sides. Do I want the inputs on different sides? No, not particularly, but maybe. Then I have to do the outputs in a weird way. No, not particularly. That's what I'm figuring out. Alright, so if I don't want that, then what I actually want are these to cut over. And for this to go like that. That's what I think I want. And then we can just copy and paste this setup, except this setup's kind of a mess, but only kind of a mess. Do I want this many of those? Probably not, but maybe. So, Control C. This whole mess. Do it. What are my thoughts on this whole mess? that it is very much a mess. Control, Shift, click. Middle mouse. Control, Shift, click. Okay, so I'm gonna need more of these. And I need to change these recipes. So this could be belts. This could be belts. I could do inserters too. I feel like I need 3 belts. 1 inserter maybe? But it depends what these are like used to craft. Belts are used a lot though. And it's a little bit weird to mix them. And this looks weird. No, that looks right. I think that looks right. Except I'm not producing anywhere near enough motors. Pretty sure. Anywhere near. So only this first belt would ever produce. You eat 0.1 motors per second. These produce 0.6. Okay, so this can feed like one of these assemblers. This can feed another of these assemblers. If I set you to be this one, then set you... Okay, so... We're not producing that many of these, so having the mixed belt feels fine, except that it does produce like 15 when it does produce. So I would set you to say that the right can filter to be inserters. I guess so. So inserters and belts are being produced. They're not being stored yet. They could be stored. So I would do this setup. For right now, more of these. To produce these, I need underground belts, I need plastic. We have limited plastic. Hey, wait, I have engines. Oh, because these take a while to craft? Or I don't know why. Because... yeah, I really don't know why. Because we're waiting on iron sheets and we're waiting on motors. Got it. Wait. Wait. Is this correct? I think this is correct. Yeah, this works. All of these should work. The big thing is I'm just not producing enough, and I just don't have enough being fed to all of these. But we are making things. So these, it looks like I'm gonna need way more of these. These produce 0.11 per second, and I currently have, I don't know, I just placed them at random. So we placed 8 of them, 16 of them. Wait, 16 of them times 0.11. Oh, that's nowhere near 15 per second. It's like over 1/10 of that, though. So I could just double all of this, I think. Double it. Not quite gonna fit. It's close, though. Belts. Didn't I just start automating belts? I did. Why are you... Right. These ones carry on. So these would have to go under eventually. doesn't look like we're actually producing the belts. Iron sheets. These are coils, not iron sheets. That makes perfect sense. That is a problem. Alright, so I could deal with that problem by filtering off the iron rods. It's one way to deal with it. Okay, I want to come over here, pick up these. Then... But I still have to add the iron sheets onto here, so I could also filter the iron sheets off. Oh, that's going to become a mess very quickly. Very, very quickly. So this one isn't actually needed yet. So the idea is to get the rods off of here using one of these. So this one, output priority right. These ones. And then I want to do similar with this. And feed it into here. So now, this one. Okay, this one, we want to be output priority right with iron plates. And that... Oh, but that would get inserted by that one. We need more space than I currently have. There's almost enough space. My drones are not this good yet. Do it now before things are like filled up. Control Shift click. Leave myself some space. Not too much space though, but a little bit. So, are some of these boxes super full? I don't think so. Like they're probably a little bit full. And what I was trying to do with that is get these plates to go... Wait, why would I need to go out like that? I might end up needing to go out like that, but right now I don't. We just need to go... here. That's a convoluted mess. But you know what? It's a convoluted mess that I think will get me producing the things that I want to be producing. Not in the way that I would like to be producing them. Oh well. So those engines, aren't they still supposed to be making it over to here? Yes. Yes, they are. That's that. That's that. I believe that is everything, well, except for this setup. We can make more power poles. We can make more power. 52 of these. That's going to take a while to craft, because I'm missing a bunch of the parts. I should automate those. Alright, how are we looking? We're looking. Give me these. The big question, before we were making inserter arms, are we now making these? The answer is, I don't know. So iron sheets, wait. These are not iron sheets. These are not iron sheets. These are not iron sheets. But I am not sending iron sheets. I am not sending iron sheets. I am not sending iron sheets. Huh. But this is where I would add them if I was sending iron sheets. We don't have undergrounds. We don't have undergrounds. It would take forever to actually produce undergrounds. Cancel them all. Cancel it all. Except for the undergrounds. Undergrounds. This one. I need more undergrounds. More of these. Probably more of these. More of these. More of these. What are we missing? We're missing sand. Sand is a thing that I'm producing that I'm pretty happy to use up. Oh, and I did the glass thing. Cool. Do I need a whole bunch of bricks? Probably not. Do I need a whole bunch of bricks? If I did, I would probably want these ones. Whole bunch of bricks. Ooh, they do stack high. Put these back. We need power. I need belts. I'm producing belts, except I'm not actually, but I'm almost producing belts. In order to produce belts, all I have to do is hook this one up. I think. So. Are we hooked up? Please. Are we hooked up once I eat all this mess? Eat all the mess. Hey! Hey, we're doing the thing! It's beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's a mess. It did not need to be this much of a mess. It really doesn't need to be this much of a mess, I'm realizing. There's absolutely no reason for it to be this much of a mess. Okay, let's clean up some of this mess. At least that much of the mess. That one. Better. Still a mess, but less of a mess. Slightly less. Look, we're doing the things. Are we producing them faster than they get inserted in? You can insert at what rate? I don't know, it's like variable rate. Is it variable rate? I have no idea. They're getting made. That's the main thing. You're getting made. We've got a few things being produced. I need more. Okay, so what is the point of this one? There is no point to that one. Take it away. We do not have enough plastic. I wonder if my plastic... It's still running, but I think it's running super slow. I'm close to ending the episode. Ooh, I would like to place some more of these. So to do that, blueprints. These ones. What? Why? There we go. Control, Shift, click. Now, Control C. This group. Control, Shift, click. I don't have enough of the big power poles. But even more so, I don't have the turbines yet. We'll get them. There. No. There we go. That's what I want. So, to make those things, we want a bunch of these. Where are the power poles? The pylons. Oh, am I not able to make those yet? Oh, I might not be able to make them yet. That's kind of a problem. But I'm guessing they're not that far off. It's wishful thinking. So pylons, I can repair them Pylon 2. To actually build them. Oh no, I need purple science. How far away is purple science? I need purple science. Unlocked by. Purple science. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, in theory, this looks like red and blue. Like, these do look like things that I can do. That looks like it costs robots. Mass production. Trains. Barely. I think that's very far away. So, I might want to replace those in the blueprints with regular power lines. Where am I going? I have no idea. We're kind of just off. Who knows where? What is this ground? I really don't know how I got here or why I ran this way. I just did. Wait, was I running the whole time I was looking at that? Because if so, that's kind of awesome. Also, what was that arrow pointing at? Don't know. So, I wanted to come over here and see if any of these were full. Rotate. So what are you? Marked for deconstruction. That's why that other one didn't build before. Okay, glass. I don't even know what glass is used for yet, but we have it now. Sand. I did bring some sand, didn't I? No. Weird. I thought that I emptied out the thing of sand. Maybe I used it all. That would feel strange. So you're producing just very slowly. And what do we use glass for? Glass. Glass is used in monitors, lamps, locomotives, solar collector. Huh. Generates heat. Before bonus, peaking at 240 kilowatts midday. So this is solar collector. Heat production tapers off at high temperatures. Ooh, laboratories, but I don't think, yeah, it's not unlocked yet. None of this is unlocked. Solar panel, so none of this is used for anything yet. Made in this. Okay, then why did they have me research it? They just did. So are any of these available right now? Yes. This one is available. Start the research. This one is available. Start the research. These two are not yet available. This one will be available. This one will be available. This one, available. This one, available. These ones. Bauxite, assay. Bauxite. Produce a bunch of it. Haven't I already done that? Maybe. No, I had something. No, I have done that one. Yeah, that's this. I probably have like 2,000 of that I've made total. I'm guessing. These. I want to be able to build pylons. So, the glass. I really shouldn't even be carrying the glass, because what does it do for me? We just looked, and it didn't do anything. Put it back. Not yet. Calcite? What the hell is calcite? So much junk. But look, research. Research has been done. That reminds me, it's been a while since I made these red ones. I should probably make some of those. Holy, we can make a ton of them. And I already have the motors and the gear wheels, so look at how quick they produce. Except for the gear wheels for those. It's fine. I don't know how quick they produce. They take 15 seconds a piece. It's a long time. You are almost out of them. We have explosives. We have insulated wire. We have wind turbines. And pylons. So didn't I set a bunch of those to be built, like up here somewhere? Yes. What is this one? That has an amount of sandstone. We are producing these, just very slowly. Wind power. All right. So, 6 megawatts. We peak at like 7, 8 megawatts. A little bit over 8. But I don't think the wind is getting maxed out a lot of the time. It's not being fully utilized. And I just placed new ones. I need to sleep. Alright, I'm just about done for the day. Wait! Why is this like... Is this right? Never mind, that is right. It's this one that needs this stuff. Why is this backed up? It's backed up because of this. Crap. That's going to be a problem. So do I have ways to automatically trash this? I think I did. What were they? Production. Do we have just like a resource sink? Combustion chamber. Or do I need to make them into bricks to make them smaller? This one dumps excess liquid into the sea. This one, excess gas into the atmosphere. What about excess items? Maybe I haven't seen that yet. So one of the questions is, does it become more compact? No, it actually takes up more space, except that the bricks stack much higher, so that's not true. This one. Huh. Kind of just want to make more of these. And I could... But am I limited by this arm? I don't think so. Alright, so Control C. This one. But without that power. That one. So stupid. That's what we have for right now, though. Alright, so more of these boxes. I would like to make more boxes. I would like to make more everything. What is my long-term plan for the stone? For stone... Gathered from lots of things. Alternative recipes. So this produces stone. Used in, so we can use it to produce gravel. In a crusher. Oh, maybe I just crush it. We crush stone. No. What is this one? This one is in an assembler. This one we can make stone boxes from 20. In an assembler, but I can't do that yet. So I could use the crusher. Or what? To make gravel. What do we do with gravel? With gravel... Alternative recipes. Gravel is used in things that I have now. Landfill. 5 and 1. Gravel, cement, sand. That looks more advanced. This one. Ooh, gravel, water, cement, sand, steel wire, steel rod, textile. I mean, it would be useful. Gravel boxing, which I can make right now. 20 becomes 4. Why do we want it? I don't know, because it's less space. That's in an assembler. What is going on with these boxes? We're slowly making them. I also want to go drop off the power. Or not the power, the research. And I want to build those miners. These ones. So you. Cool. but we're all backed up on this, so we have plenty going into these. These are all backed up. They're not, though. It's just the stone. Stone is backed up because of these. The gravel. I want to deal with the gravel, probably. To deal with the gravel, we want one of you. One of you. Recipe. So I want to make boxed gravel. Oh no. Steel gear. To make boxed gravel, where the hell is it? Can't I just click you? I did click you. Calcite brick. Huh. Maybe that's not where I box it. So, the place that I box it, no, it's a small assembler. Ingredients, gravel. So where is that recipe? That recipe is in boxing. Unlocked by... Oh no, I don't have packaging. What? Oh, I thought that it was unlocked. It's not unlocked. It's just that, yeah, the red is on the outside. So this requires green science. What the hell is green science? I don't know. It looks like it's a long ways away. Okay. This one. Recycle. Spent fusion cell recycling. That's not what we're looking for. Trash. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. Trash compactor. No, placed in equipment grid. That's not what I'm looking for. But it's probably similar to what I am looking for. Oh, maybe I'm just looking for a crusher. Huh. So this is not what I currently want. If we look at the crusher, crushes rocks into finer particles and sorts the results. You sort the results? Stone into gravel. So what is the advantage to this? How high do you stack? 100. You stack 50. 284. These are still way too backed up. This is so stupid. That's not the answer. But bigger chests. Is bigger chest the answer? It could be. Make more stone. We're making a bunch of stone. Why did I decide to crush these? Because if I didn't crush them... Oh, not all of you have a recipe. Alright, shift right. Shift right click. Not that it matters, because we're already backed up anyways. But now the stone is not what's backing us up. Now I would just need more of these. Like a second row of them. Oh, do not have this connect through. Good catch. Such a mess. But if we come over here, bam, 363 belts, 119 inserters. Look at how much junk I have. All of the junk. Motors. Motors are being eaten. Mining productivity 8. We're doing things. I don't know the long-term plan with the gravel or the stone or the bricks or any of the things. This one. The long-term plan. Could be landfill. Refractory brick. What is this? Requires silica, so that's not what I'm looking for. This one, calcite. This one, sandstone. So I want to stop producing bricks with sandstone probably because we already have plenty of stone. But that makes so many bricks. They do stack high. Still, it makes a lot of them. Stone brick, unboxing. Can I build things out of bricks? They're used in these things. Ooh, I can make pipe. 8 bricks makes 5 pipe. Oh, that's actually useful. Wait, yeah. It also makes gravel, but that's useful. It's useful enough to start setting it up at least. So we want to middle click this. Middle click that. And this one. I wanted to make pipe. At least we're eating through some of it and we're using it to make useful things. Can we make brick boxes? No, iron rod, iron sheets. So many boxes. Okay. I just want to see you produce. You're producing just very, very slow. So this eats through 0.44 per second. We could eat through more than that. Holy super slow motion, my electricity is dead. That's a pretty bad sign. And it looks like, did we just start the night? No, we're just starting the day. Ooh. So we're draining all the way. What's using all the power? This is using a bunch of power. These are using a bunch of power. The miners are using... We just have a lot of stuff. Wasn't there another power storage thing? I mean, there's definitely the thing that I need to play with next time. This thing, the combustion chamber, burns stored chemical fuels to produce steam. So we need to play with that. Play with all of the things. But for now, that is going to do it for this super long episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.